What up, YouTube? It is your boy Sir Jazz, and we are back in the mix. Merry Christmas, y'all. So happy to be back in the building. I know it's been a little while, but as you can see, your boy's been kind of busy. It's been a long year trying to find a new home, and we finally got that locked in. So it's safe to say your boy is going to be an LA resident for quite some time. Right now, I am in the makeshift studio. As you can see, there's nothing in here. I got a plant, but we're setting up the real studio, so that should be coming sometime in 2025. I can't wait. But in the meantime, I'll document the process. And shout out to everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much. But today, we're going to do something a little bit different. My boy just dropped a vinyl. HMack, the singles. He dropped a gang of original music over the year. And we're going to dive into my top 5 HMack original songs of 2024. Now, before I dive into it, let's give my honorable mentions. Honorable mentions are songs that I really rock with, but they did not make my personal top 5 list. My top 5 list is very prestigious, and I'll get into the reasons of why it's prestigious. So, with that being said, honorable mention number 1 is, of course, 2024. 2024 is the first song of this batch of original music that came out for Harry. I gave him a bunch of beats, one tour date. I know I was on the airplane, put a folder together, sent it to him, and he sent me back a ton of references, probably like 8 to 10 songs that he did. Those asking, there's a lot of Sir Jazz, HMack music floating in the abyss. One of the first ones that stood out to me was 2024. And what made that song special to me, he sent the reference through, and I thought it was like a really dope concept. A lot of changes on the horizon. And we went to this event. A bunch of celebrities were there. But the whole time, we're just in the corner just talking. This is right around the time Amigo actually got shut down. And there was a lot of conversation about just like things in life and changes in life and what I like about music, what he's listening to. And for those wondering if he freestyled that song, safe to say, I would say a vast majority was conceptually freestyled, but a lot of it was revised. A lot of the things we talked about at that event, he ended up revising it and adding it into that song. Like, one of the things that stood out to me was, of course, Amigo shut it down, and then he adds that gave him 100, decided to punt it, they had to shut down the website. But as far as like impact and reality, that bar hits so much crazier when you think about his career trajectory, that moment in time, and you just squeeze that line in there and it just shifts the complete meaning of that song. And to end 2023 with that revising of music. Things can always be better, but you don't want to lose the magic. And I think he's so good at freestyling. And the first time you do something, especially when you record like a freestyler, generally the magic of why you like it is in that first take. When you have to do it a second, third time, you kind of lose the magic. So it is a risky job, but it's a professional move. If you can go back, revise things, keep that thing that made it special, but just elevate it slightly. And I think he did that with 2024. The reason why it's in my honorable mentions list is because I broke the beat down. We talked about it before on this channel. Make sure y'all go check it out if you haven't. But 2024 is the first of my honorable mentions on this list. Number 2 honorable mention is going to be the song So Low. So Low is a dope record because for me, when I first heard it, I thought overall umbrella concept, right? Like, yo, this is a great song. Like, the narrative is fantastic, hits on a lot of points in a person's life when it comes to relationships and love. But then fast forward, I've been on tour with him and Lisa for a while, and he proposes in 2024. They get married in August 2024. So when you look back at that record, it hits so much differently. Some of my favorite songs that aren't maybe like, you know, top 100 Billboard charting records are songs like Tupac's Dear Mama or Kanye West's Roses. Those songs, even though they're inherently personal to the artist, great artists create this blanket that everyone can relate to. So even though maybe you haven't proposed to the girl of your dreams, or you haven't been married, or maybe you are, this song still connects on so many levels. And to also be there during this whole process of hearing about the engagement and going to the wedding, which was a rager, by the way. Then you go back and bump that song so low, it's just like, damn, like you get it. You understand a relationship at a different level, but someone who actually is your foundation, your support system. And without this person, you'll be so low by yourself, so low vibrationally, so low frequency wise. So I think that song was it stood out to me when I first heard it as like, yo, this is a really good record. But come end of August, I'm like, this is a phenomenal record. Honorable mention number 3 is gonna go to What You're Gonna Do Now. As much as I do love this record, I don't play it as much as the ones in my top 5. So it does get an honorable mention because it is such a reminder of the journey. And someone who is an artist, and I do struggle with consistency. I do struggle with, the discipline and waking up and deciding to do the thing. Something that Harry and I always talk about, a lot of the books that we read, that the general theme is just showing up, right? Like, there are days you don't feel like doing the thing, but I promise you, if any artist is watching this right now, I promise you, Sir Jazz, I guarantee if you just show up every single day without thinking about it, once you get out of that funk, you're going to be so grateful. You're going to be so grateful that you did all that bullshit and you went through all that bullshit, because once that cloud goes away, man, everything that went during that storm is going to translate into some beautiful art, and it's going to make your journey way much easier if you can do things when you don't feel like it and when it's uncomfortable. For any artist out there, I highly recommend diving into the song, digesting it, making every lyric part of your lexicon, because it is such a game changer for people pursuing the craft and take it serious. It's one thing to write a good song, and it's another thing to perform a good song. And I think we got the best of both worlds in What You're Gonna Do Now. That's my 3rd honorable mention. But for right now, we are going to dive into Sir Jazz top 5 picks from HMack, the singles. And we are going to start with number 5, Suggested You Listen. Now, this song really stands out to me for several reasons. I think the video is one of the main things that captures my attention. I love these one-shot take videos, right? Just get out there, perform. The location was shot excellent, the color editing, but he also set us up for victory with the concept of suggested you listen, because I know his audience is reaction based. A lot of the people want to react to him performing in front of people. But when you get into the written world and you get into songwriting and song making, you gotta use this. This is cool when you're on YouTube, but when you're listening to music, these are your most important tools. And he really flexed some crazy lyricism on there, while also creating this tangent that he never lost focus on for the sake of a bar. And I also love some standout lines in there where he had that whole scheme of when it's time to lyrically box, I spring to action like Mayweather, undefeated, like that sneaker shop on La Brea. I got my stripes in Portland, like Adidas rock by the Blazers. Like, this is what it means to be suggested you listen, even though it's it rhymes well and you get the visual aspects of it. Spring to action, Mayweather, boom, you get that Floyd Mayweather, the season of spring to action, lyrically box, Mayweather's a boxer. But then he goes into this thing, I'm undefeated, like that sneaker shop on La Brea, Floyd Mayweather, undefeated. If you don't know about Undefeated, the streetwear brand, they got a spot on La Brea, but their logo is also the hash marks. It's the 5 hash mark, boom, 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 undefeated logo. I'm undefeated, like that sneaker spot on La Brea, got my stripes in Portland. Once again, those hash marks look like stripes. But then he's saying I got my stripes in Portland, right? Not in La Brea, I got them in Portland. Like Adidas headquarters, Portland Trailblazers. Those types of schemes, those things really stand out to me, where I'm just like, oh, this motherfucker he's not playing fair. It's probably one of the best visual storytelling out of the top 5 for me, where this song really stands out and it really shines. So for me, my number 5 is Suggested You Listen. Number 4 is going to be Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is a banger, man. I'm a DJ. I don't care who your favorite artist is, hip-hop wise. I guarantee you they have a song or two that caters to me, the DJ. Things I can play in environments. It's cohesive to what's going on in the world currently, and it just knocks. Nikola Tesla was one of those records. I remember when we first finished that mix, I was like, yo, it's not done, but I had a gig later that night. I'm like, yo, I'm playing this shit tonight. And I'm always testing out new music just to see what the physical reaction is. And I remember playing Nikola Tesla out, and people are just like mid-convo, like they're on a date or whatever, mid-convo, just doing one of these, just rocking. And it's just like, dog, that's HMack right there. They don't even know. They don't even know what's going on. So for me, number 4 is Nikola Tesla, because it's one of those records that caters to me, the DJ, caters to you guys who like to go out to shows and go out to bars and things. It really works in those environments. Give me something that I can play. When someone wants to request a song from you, like, that works. Forget your favorite song. Don't shake the room up because it's your favorite. Be very decisive in, does this song work with the environment right now? Beat is smacking. It really checked a lot of the box marks for me as a DJ, and I really couldn't wait to play it out. So for me, that is in my top 5. Nikola Tesla by HMack. My number 3 has to be Iconoclast. Once again, another song with a video. The beat is dark and grungy and 90s, early 90s, not late 90s when CD players. This is like tape deck type beat. It reminded me of like some Black Star shit. His pocket changes continually keep you interested. He's not falling in love with just one cadence. He's constantly switching up on you. To keep someone's attention span for 3 minutes straight, no hook, no nothing, it's just like, man, that is the task of great penmanship. The posit flows, that whole scheme, like a philosopher, I had to posit. All of these little things are just like, it's intricate, it's intelligent. He's not hitting y'all with the metaphysical, lyrical, spiritual type shit. He's giving y'all some next level shit. The chess scheme, the pawn, it's intelligent. If you got it, you're just like, oh, this motherfucker, he's a different breed. I do find myself playing often when I'm just in the car, I'm in the Uber or something, got the AirPods in. It clicked at such a different level that I was really appreciating whatever element he was in. Top fucking tier. Iconoclast is number 3 on my list. Number 2 on this list is the one and only It Goes Deep. It goes deep. I love the video as well. That was part of that first batch earlier in the game of the penmanship of Mack, and I love that record, man. But his approach and how he took it was so crazy. And I would say I would probably put the second verse of It Goes Deep up there with some of the best verses in hip-hop. Going deeper than Black Hole sucking the light in, like, come on. That crushing depression, friend hugging you with no judgment inside him. Like, do y'all not understand how poetic that is? That's some crazy narrative building. It Goes Deep is up there with some of my favorite records of all time. Once again, the one-shot video over there in Venice, paying ode to Venice, where it all started for him, and walking down the boardwalk, and now he's way more recognized now than the first couple Gorilla bars, you know. And also like the fearlessness of being able to shoot those one take in such a like busy place without breaking character. I really loved the pacing of it. We perform at a lot of festivals now, which has been so fucking fun, and I really want to do more original music, because I'm telling you, these songs are just getting better and better. And this is a testament of one of those. Yeah, that shit rocking. That in 2024, we're going crazy in the live rooms. This is another one that kind of checks those box marks for me. Dope lyricism, great performance. Love the video, but does it work in the live room? Can it be performed? Ladies and gentlemen, yes it can. So that alone puts It Goes Deep in the number 2 spot for me. But the number 1 spot, listen, man, we're not going to argue about this. We're not here to, this is my list. This is my list, okay? You can make your own list, buddy. All right? My number 1, hands down. Let me know what y'all top 5 are in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Let's debate about it. Let me know why it's your favorite. So let me know what your top 5 are before I get into this number 1. Boom. Number 1 on my list has to go to Holding the Wheel. I'm actually going to play this in the background. This is, once again, I talked about songs having a shelf life for DJs, songs having a shelf life emotionally and how it connects with you. Bravado. This is just a hands down, just great, palatable record all the way top to fucking bottom because it's so memorable. It's so catchy. The hardest thing for, I think, people who write to do is to write for things to be remembered. Sometimes memorability it's not simple all the time. How you rhyme the words or how you perform that phrase or that connect that bar. When you hear Ludaverse, Cadillac grooves, Cadillac moves, but he's driving, like the beat is like the passenger, like the driver is the lyricist. And those are the things I pay attention to. Nas, one of my favorite Nas records is the message. I'm not gonna argue about like If I Could Rule the World or Hate Me Now or New York State of Mind, but the message is just like a perfect record. I know that record top to bottom. Fake thugs, no love. Like, you just know once that beat starts and he starts rapping, I'm going with the flow, man. I'm going with the flow, man. Because it's my number 1, I'm gonna play this in the background. We're gonna perform this.
Right off the top with lyrical drop kicks. Doc, what's the synopsis? No diagnostics. Live spit that is caustic and cause it to stick like double millage. Then your sneaker deposits. Class double feel cross-stick. I'm in the pocket. Poems puzzle acrostic. Catch it in your lacrosse stick. Otherwise pause it till every word process. Microsoft Office. I can't operate the systems that focus on the micro. That soft shit. Code is outdated. That MS-DOS shit. Trying to be an icon. Mac on that Steve Jobs shit. I grind on the double till it clicks. My application is flawless. Aw shit, be cautious. Game is toxic like frostfight and claustrophobic like mosh pits. I'm monstrous when breaking out the cage. The Loch Ness locksmith. We got shit locked, kid, for real. Yeah, y'all know in the deal. Every flow colder than steel. Get you open for real. I'm the dopest for real. I'm at the helm, motherfucker, and I'm holding the wheel. Come on, yeah, y'all know in the deal. Every flow colder than steel. Get you open for real. I'm the dopest for real. I'm at the helm, motherfucker, and I'm holding the wheel. Hey, yo, King speech, listen what the Don say. Shit that I'm spitting, getting you twisted in a strong way. Bombay, liquor songs, mix it when the song play. Rhyme fiend, I'm a machine, that's word to Conway. Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dre, Fonte, Andre. 3,000 bars, man, I serve them like an entree. Looking down at the ground, homie, that's the wrong way. I reflect the skies above, just like the palm where the swan stay. Bury y'all like Pompeii. I'm out Vesuvius, I'm about my music shit. I'm out here doing this. I'm roundhouse like Bruce with astounding truth. I kick my message pound through the mix. When I spit, the ground move a bit. Keep my inner child alive like I found the fountain of youth and bliss. Got no time for the clown foolishness. I'm well renowned, my crown too legit. Fuck the throne, sit cross-legged like Buddha said. Spit profound fluidness. What? Yeah, y'all know what it is. Hey, flow colder than steel. Get you.
That record is so fucking dumb. I reflect the skies above, just like the pond where the swan stay. Bury y'all like Pompeii. It's a fun record. It puts a smile on my face every time I hear it. I am very, 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 very proud of that record from Harry, man. Like the one man on the planet that drove off of the Grand Canyon, hop in the Grand Dam and land in a handstand. It's just like, it's fun, it's fluid, but it's so fucking palatable, dog. He's just fucking having fun. It checked every box for me in my hip hop dialect. Like, it, when you hear something for the first time as a fan of rap music, as a fan of hip hop. But this hit so many benchmarks. I loved every aspect of it. I play it all the fucking time. It's a great fucking record, and that's gonna be the title I give things, man. Forget the number 1, man. This is great fucking record. I don't know where he was in his mental state when he made that song. Whatever he was channeling, keep going, don't stop. But there's just something about timeless records. The thing about timeless records is that the success never happens instantly. You know, it's always met with some adversity at some level. A record like that, people discover it, they're gonna realize like this motherfucker is different. But that is my number one in the top 5 of these singles from HMack in 2024. But hey, that's just me. Who am I? However, I do want to know what y'all top 5 is, your number 1, your honorable mentions. Did I forget something? There's something that didn't make the list or honorable mention stick out to you? Let me know in the comments below. We are on the race to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 860 or something like that. I don't really want much for Christmas, but I would love to hit that 1,000 mark before the new year, man. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Link me in the Discord. Let me know if you were able to purchase the vinyl. Studio's getting there. I got that lonely plant in the back. It's going to get some friends. We're going to bring some life to this space. And in the meantime, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. It is your boy, Sir Jazz, and you know what to do. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Peace.